In the animal kingdom, it is a tough world out there. And for so many species, the secret to making it isn't just about being the biggest or the fastest, it's about sticking together. Today, we're going to break down animal group survival and see why there is so often incredible strength in numbers. So let's just cut right to the chase. What's the better move in the wild? To go it alone or to team up? When you're playing the high-stakes game of survival, who really comes out on top? To really figure that out, we've got to make sure we're all speaking the same language. So let's quickly go over the basic rules of this life or death game. Okay, it all starts with the number one goal for every living thing: survival. Plain and simple. It means to stay alive. It's that daily grind of finding food, trying not to become food, and just living long enough to keep the species going. And when we talk about a group, we don't just mean a random collection of animals hanging out. We're talking about something more. Individuals that are connected, that have a natural relationship, whether it's family, a hunting party, or an entire colony. Then, if you zoom out even further, you get a population. That's basically all the members of a single species, like, say, every zebra on the savanna, all sharing the same space and resources. Okay, now that we've got the terms down, let's get to the real heart of it. Why team up? What are the actual practical advantages that make animals want to live and work together? So, how common is this strategy, really? Do you think living in a group gives a better chance of survival to A, no animals, B, some animals, or C, all of them? What do you think? The answer is B, some animals. And that's a really crucial point. Living in a group is an incredibly successful strategy, for sure. But it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Nature has a whole playbook of different tactics for survival. If you want a masterclass in teamwork on the offense, just look at a pack of hyenas. By coordinating their attack, they can take down prey that would be impossible for a single hyena to handle. It's a perfect example of the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. But teamwork is just as important for defense. I mean, look at a huge school of sardines. They create this dazzling, confusing ball of fish. For a predator like a marlin, trying to lock on to just one single target in that moving chaos is nearly impossible. It's like a living shield. And it goes beyond just attack and defense. It's also about pure efficiency. And you know who the masters of efficiency are? Ants. They create these amazing, organized lines to find food and bring it back to the colony. The whole group acts like one single superorganism. Now, these animal teams don't just get called groups. We've actually come up with some pretty cool and specific names for them, depending on the species. These names are more than just trivia, right? They kind of hint at the group's whole vibe. A pack of hyenas just sounds like they mean business. A colony of ants makes you think of a tiny, bustling city. And we've got a school of fish, a flock of birds, a swarm of bees. Each word paints a different picture. But remember what we said earlier, that only some animals live in groups? Well, it's time to check out the other side of the coin. The lone survivors, the ones that are built to go it alone. So, looking at these options, which one is the classic loner? The one that spends most of the year by itself? Is it the ants, the zebras, or the snakes? Yep, the answer is C, snakes. For a lot of snake species, being alone is actually an advantage. It means less competition for food, and it makes them way harder for predators to find. They are masters of stealth, and they thrive without needing a crew. This brings us to a really important question. Think about this statement: all animals can survive by living alone. Is that true, or is it false? That is absolutely 100% false. For social animals like the ants and hyenas we've been talking about, surviving alone isn't just tough, it's basically impossible. Their entire existence is built on cooperation. Okay, so we've looked at the team players and the solo acts. Let's bring it all home and get to the big takeaway. Why does any of this matter? When you boil it all down, group living usually comes with 3 massive perks. 1, you can defend yourselves from predators together. 2, you can find food more easily. And 3, you can help take care of the young. These aren't just minor benefits, they're huge evolutionary advantages. So the most important thing to remember is this: while going it alone can work for some, for a huge number of species in the animal kingdom, cooperation isn't just a helpful idea, It is the absolute key to survival. And that leaves us with one last fascinating thought. We've talked about why animals form groups. But that opens up a whole other door. What are the rules, the roles, and the social ladders that they follow inside those groups? But you know what? That's a story for another time.